I'm watching this Lifetime movie network show about a woman here in Burlington, Iowa. Yeah, it's getting closer to home, isn't it? And I'm as they're going through her day that led up to her attack. She lived through it, thank God. Um, and some of you probably remember this. I don't remember this. It was 2019, but anyway, as I'm watching this, I am realizing now the red flags she should have seen because I've been selling on eBay since like, oh, I don't know, 2000. It's been like 25 years I've been selling on eBay and then Marketplace once that came around. And I know the patterns of these bogus buyers, and she's getting the patterns right here real early on. First, of course, it's somebody you don't know, and you should always check the accounts to see who this person is. Where do they really live? Maybe. Is it a real account? Is it a fake account? Who are their friends? Who are their associates? If they have that available, go look. Do your due diligence about who's going to show up at your house because you don't know them from Adam. Adam. and so she didn't check out her buyer. And then the buyer, oh, now the buyer's running late. Okay, that's a little red flag. Not necessarily a big thing, but pay attention. Because if there's more to come, then you've got a problem. If that's it, then that's it. So pay attention. So first, the person's running late. Then the person sends her husband to pick it up and doesn't tell the woman that she's not coming, but her husband is. Then she has the husband try to pay with a credit card on this woman's Squarespace or for Foursquare, whatever it's called, the little payment method you can do on your phone. And he tries to run a card, but the woman said she was going to send a check. Okay, now we've already got 3 discrepancies: late husband payment, and the card's being declined. So 4 things already. Boom. I'd send these people packing, and unless they pay over online, like Venmo or PayPal or something like that, I would not deal with them. I wouldn't, because already she's looking at trouble right here, and I can see that now in retrospect, hindsight, being 2020. 2020. So I'm gonna watch through this, and I'm gonna post my comments on things she may have missed. I know I had to get wise to all this shit because I've had so much of this go on. I've had a freak show up at my door. A literal freak show. So, yeah. Okay, and here's another one. She said the guy showed up later than she likes to do business. This is another thing. They like to come at night. Don't ever do business after sundown because you don't know who these people are coming to your house. And I don't allow anybody to come to my house after dark, period. Nope, not going to happen. You can find another time. Sorry. Okay, so now the guy calls his wife, Emily, Emily, and they're going to see if they can change that payment to cash. Maybe she can bring some cash by when she was supposed to bring a check by hours ago. Okay, so now we got another twist. And now he just invites himself into her house and wants a receipt for something he's not paid for. And now he's being incredibly helpful, and he doesn't know this woman. And he's asking her personal questions, so he's on a fishing mission. I call it a fishing mission. He's in there to get personal information because obviously she's upset, and now he's going in for that personal information that he can weaponize against her. And yes, this is exactly how these people operate. Oh, now the wife had to pick up something at the gas station. How many times have I heard that one? And I'll tell you the other one. If she hadn't sent her husband, here's why she wouldn't have shown up. Because her husband was in the ER. I can't tell you how many husbands have ended up in the ER and their wives have not made it over here to buy what they promised to buy. I mean, we got an issue in this town of husbands at the ER. This reminds me, never share your personal information with people you don't know. Never. Hey, stop playing with that plant over there, please. Thank you. People overshare way too much. Do not give them your life story. They're just there to buy something. They're a customer. They don't need to know you. And people that dig for that information, they're dangerous. Don't give it to them. Do not tell them your life story. Don't tell them your vulnerabilities. Don't tell them the issues you're having, emotional, any deaths or in the family or what, just financial. Do not tell them. It's none of their business. And these people, like I said, it's a fishing mission. They want all the goods on you so they can use it against you. Then they know how they can manipulate you. If they know where your soft spots are and your vulnerabilities, your Achilles heel, they're going to go for it. And you're going to regret it. And she's going to find out real soon that that's exactly what happens when you let these people in. You have to be aware of the red flags and the patterns and the clusters of patterns. That's what you got to look for. Patterns and clusters of patterns. And you have to be vigilant. You don't have to be hyper vigilant, but you have to be vigilant. And you have to have firm boundaries. Say no and stick to it. No is a complete sentence. Use it often and stick to it. She says, oh, he was so kind, one of the nicest men I ever met. Well, here's where we're veering into the narcissist territory. That is called love bombing. And it doesn't matter if they're trying to obtain you, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to obtain you because you are an object to be used. You're not a person. You don't have feelings, emotions. You're not a human being. You're an object, a tool, an appliance for them to use until they've used you up, and then you're discarded in one fashion or another. Hopefully you'll live to tell about it. I have. Oh yeah. There's a lot of people don't know yet. Yet. Operative word, yet. But yeah, you got to watch out for these people that come on all syrupy and I'll take care of you. I'll help you. No. Help yourself by kicking their ass out your door. Oh my God, I'm watching this. This is crazy. Okay, she doesn't know this man's name. Okay, but he claims to know her mom. This is another thing they like to do. They like to name drop. Oh, do you know so-and-so? So-and-so? Yeah, I know that. Oh, yeah. So they're trying to establish a commonality so you feel more comfortable. Oh, well, if he knows them, then he must be okay. No, he's not. He's just made a point to create a network of people that he can say he knows. And he can blackmail. And he can use. And he can abuse. No. And that he claims to be a massage therapist. OMG. There aren't a few of those mixed up in my situation. Oh, yeah. I'm not naming names. Not yet. At least publicly. Because I ain't stupid. But, yeah. Be careful of massage therapists, especially those that own $300,000 houses. Because you can't get a $300,000 house on a massage therapist salary. I'm just saying. No, he's asking, I can crack her neck. Don't let him touch you. No, you don't know anything of what he said is true, and I guarantee none of it is. This is such a scam. Oh my gosh, this poor woman, she is in for it. Oh no. Okay, he can help her with her custody situation if she shows him her paperwork. Now he's getting personal information. This is social engineering, people. And this happens every day, all day long, all around the world. And you best get used to it and learn how to recognize it and avoid it, because it will come knocking on your door if it hasn't already. Because it's infiltrated this country, this world. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a real thing. It's a big thing. So, oh my gosh, now she's given him personal information and her ex-husband's information too, and her kids' information. Now he knows the whole freaking family. Not that you can't go on a data broker site for a $1 trial version for 5 to 7 days and look up everything you need to know on everybody. Everything. And if you do a few of them, you get a whole lot of good stuff. Because different data brokers get their information from different sources. So when one is not the same as the next. You go check out 10 data brokers, you're going to get 10, probably about 8 sets of different things. You're going to get different stuff in each one of them. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You put it all together and you got a pretty good big picture. But you can't rely on just one. You have to do many. And trial versions, if you remember to cancel them, are your friend. If you don't, you're going to have to argue for your $30 back. You'll get it, but you'll have to argue for it. But yeah, now she's just opened her whole financial, personal information, family, kids, ex-husband. And if he does know her mom, it's because he looked her up. And he knows who her mom is from data broker sites, period. He doesn't know her mom. He does have a good idea here that I think people ought to do, and that is to have a safe word when you're dealing with people you don't know, especially coming to your house. And by the way, while I'm saying it, never, never, never meet them somewhere else. You maintain home field advantage. You stay home. If they want it, they can come to your place. They already can find out where you live anyway. I can find out where any person in this town lives if I know even a last name, probably within 10 minutes. So, it's not that hard. It's very easy to find out everything about everybody today. Like I said, $1. You don't even need $1. You can find out quite a bit just for free. But if you really want to get into stuff, you're going to have to spend just a tiny bit of cash, but it's worth it. But never meet anybody anywhere else. They like, oh, can you meet me at Hobby Lobby? Can you meet me at Shearer's? No, I can't. There, that's that simple. No. Don't waffle with these people. Don't negotiate with them. You tell them how it is and you stick to it. Now, they're not going to like the word no, but we don't care what they like, do we now? No, we don't. So, yeah, there's, it's that safe word thing I think is a good idea. And also, and I started doing this too because of some of the shady people that were coming to my house. A lot of shady people coming to my house. Buying shady things. Not shady things, but, well, tainted things. Let's put it that way. And I won't go into it. I would tell people who, that I had somebody coming over, and I never get rid of any of my messages from Messenger. They can sit on Messenger server all day long till the end of time. I don't care. Don't affront me none. And then I can go check their profiles and everything. And if something were to happen to me, all the cops have to do is grab my phone and they can see the last person I talked to, the last person that was here, the last person I met, They can see it all because I don't get rid of anything like that that's pertinent to my situation. I have saved everything for, I don't know, about 8 years now. So almost 8 years. Emphasis on the last 4 years. I have got so much stuff. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, never meet them in a second location. Have a safe word. Good idea. And let people know who's coming over. I would even tell them the name. I have this buyer, so-and-so. Emily Barron's coming over. So they know the last person that was supposed to be at your house. So, good idea that she had there. The emergency room visit reminds me of something that happened here at my house once. And I got another little story I might tell too that happened at my house. This girl was wandering around the neighborhood naked, just covered in a blanket. And she had been raped by some of these clowns just about a block away. Actually, I could see their house. It's half a block away. And she wandered over by my house, and me and another gal drove her out to the emergency to get a rape kit done. They had sexually assaulted her at a house that I could see from my house. And she was walking around naked with a blanket. It was like, I don't know. It was early in the morning, like 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning or something. So, and she managed to get out of the house. I don't know. They're all on meth, see, and that's this guy's sweating profusely, makes me think he's all hopped up. And that's a huge problem in this town. Even though you might not see the tweakers running around as much as they used to, it's still there. It's just gone down a notch under the surface. But there's a lot of stuff going on like that. A lot of trafficking going on in this town. And I might tell the other story, I might not. We'll see. We'll see how things turn out here. Oh, and she had a secret admirer. I'm sorry. There is no such thing as a secret admirer. Sister, you got yourself a stalker. because this person is watching you wherever you go, whatever you do. He's leaving little presents and flowers. That's somebody that's watching you without your permission. That's a stalker. There is no such thing as a secret admirer. That's just a Hollywood term for stalker. A little Hollywood rom-com for you there. It ain't like that in the real world, brothers and sisters, let me tell you what. Nope, she's got herself a stalker of some other kind. He might not be dangerous, but a lot of stalkers are. I know mine is. And all the people work with him. Good, she did look him up. She got the name from the mom, so he knew the mom through his wife that worked with the mother. See, yeah, there you go. So he did know the mom, sorta. His name is Stephen Mock. I don't remember this. But good girl, looking these people up on Facebook. You know, they get sloppy at times and they leave stuff up that they don't really mean for other people to see. So, and they've got so much going on usually that this guy may not. What I'm dealing with, they've got so much going on. I don't know how they could possibly keep track of it all. I just don't know. I mean, they can't keep track of their car keys. So how they keep track of all this stuff that they're doing and all these accounts, these fake accounts, and who's associated with what phone number and what address and blah, 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 blah. On and on it goes. I don't know how I don't know. It's crazy. But I think they can't keep track of all of it and they just don't care. So they just leave a trail of evidence behind them wherever they go. And I'm right there. Oh, baby, I am so there. My nose is up their ass. Actually, I'm out in front of them now. They just don't know it yet. I finally passed them up, and they don't know it. So, yeah. Always look these people up. Yeah, and look them up on LinkedIn. Do a general Google search. Find out there's sometimes arrest warrants and mugshots and all kinds of things show up. Sometimes you might even find a fellowship to Harvard in the mix. Yeah, because they do a lot of fake paperwork and stuff too. So yeah, one of the people, with my personal situation, one of the people has a fellowship to Harvard, along with a rap sheet about a mile long. I don't think so. I'm not buying that Cascade Bridge, and you shouldn't be selling it. God.
He needs to get off the street so he cannot hurt another woman again. And he messed with the wrong woman. He messed with the wrong person.
Okay, so this was a setup from the beginning. There was no Emily Behrens. See, this is what I'm saying. The minute you make contact with any of these people online, check them out. You know, especially she had this really big order, which that again, see, that's a red flag. Especially with a really big order that's different than the pattern of the smaller orders. That's an anomaly. I would look into that harder to check these people out and make sure their money's good. Because you have to. You have to. So yeah, it was a total scam from the get-go. He was stalking her, just like I said. He's a stalker, and stalkers are dangerous. Most of them just don't, stand across the street and peek at you around the corner of the neighbor's house or from their shrubs. That obsession grows to the point that it's uncontrollable, and it's an uncontrollable urge, and they will act on it eventually. So you gotta shore it all up. Go on lockdown. It's like Fort Knox over here. But I guess I'll share one little story too. This is just about over. She did what her attacker said, and I understand when you don't know the person. Yeah, she did the right thing there. I knew my attacker. I'd been assaulted multiple times. Only one time were the cops called, and yes, he was arrested. But that time, he had me on my dining room floor with his boot about 5 inches from my face, and he was going to smash my face in. And instead of begging for my life and pleading for him not to do it, I said, do it. Just do it. Do it. then everybody will know the monster you are. And that snapped him out of it. And I walked away alive. He kept coming back trying to do it again. Not that way. Oh, no. He's, there were other ways he's tried to take me out. Tried to rear end me once, sent me a one-way, changed a two-way ticket to visit to a one-way ticket to get me trapped, stuck on a... I can't go into it because there's too many details involved with this one. But, depends, I wasn't gonna take the shit, and I didn't. And it saved me because I've set up a boundary, right? I'm like, nope, do it. Just do it. Because you will ruin everything you've worked for, you con man. And then everybody will go down too. Is that what you want? Is it? It wasn't what he wanted. So I walked away to see another day. And because I was catfished and groomed, I stayed with him until he left and did me the biggest favor of my life. So there's your lesson, kids. Be vigilant. Get on that sex offender registry too. See who your neighbors are. See who your kids are talking to. Whose house they're walking past to go to school. See who's doing that contract work on your house, putting that roof on, that driveway, that siding. See who's mowing your lawn, trimming your trees. See who's working on your utilities. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I don't remember this. Does anybody else remember this? This poor woman. I don't know if she's still here or not. I hope she's doing well. Her cookies look awesome. And, she made a statement in there that he ruined her business. No, he didn't. I mean, that I understand her not wanting the business because of what happened. But, you have to separate this despicable person and their choice of behaviors from your authentic self and what you've worked so hard for and who you are as a person, and understand that this was not your fault. You didn't do anything to deserve this. It's all on him. You got to just figure out a way to compartmentalize this stuff and understand it logically that you did all you could do and you're still here alive. So everything's going to be okay. God's on your side. If you're still here, God's on your side. And believe me, if you're dealing with these types of people, you need God on your side. Believe me. 25 years. Yeah. That's what I like to see. I like to see at least 20 to life and all this shit. 25 years. Well, that's going to be state prison. So it's going to be a sucky 25 years. But with good behavior, he'll get out in 12.5? That's why we need to change these laws. People like this do not need to be getting out. Ever. Ever. They need to be locked up forever. And, I used to be against the death penalty because I thought I was letting them off easy. And I still do feel that way to a degree. But, hey, if the crime warrants it and that's what the state offers and thinks it's applicable, then go for it. Because some of these people are just a waste of space, time, resources. They're not rehabilitatable. And this goes for all the pedos too. They're not rehabilitatable. And they deserve life sentences. So they're not out there touching our kids and ruining all of our kids. So I'm real harsh on this shit now that I've had to live through it all. Here in bucolic Burlington. People here need to wake up because this stuff's going on around every person in this town all day long. I know a lot of stuff. Let's just put it that way. And I guarantee you, scams are afoot in this town. Drugs are afoot in this town. It's the sex offenders out of control. The fraud out of control. There's fraud down at that courthouse. Oh, yeah. It may not be anybody in the courthouse, but somebody's putting through some fraudulent paperwork, shall we say. Yeah. So, I don't know. Wake up, Burlington. It's going on here. Lock your doors, people. I know so many people that don't even lock their doors in this town. What are you thinking? And they've had people walk in their house. I didn't used to lock my door. I've had strangers walk into my house too. No, lock your doors, lock your windows, batten down the hatches, because they're here. And they're just waiting for the opportunity to take what you've got. Don't let them. Lock your doors and windows. Say no. Don't answer your phone. Don't answer your door unless it's somebody you know. Okay? Okay, so Iowa passed a law that you don't have to put your address on your home baking business. It doesn't matter. That's a useless law. That is like, dare I say it, an order of protection. You should still get those to leave a paper trail for patterns of behavior, but that's all they are. It's just a paper trail of patterns of behavior because nobody you get an order of protection against is going to abide by it. They're already out of control. You think a piece of paper is going to snap them back into line? No, 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 no. It's all for patterns of behavior when you go to trial, when he finally does rape or murder you or assault you or something. So this bill to me was not worth the paper it was written on, because like I said, I can go online and find anybody in anybody's business in probably 10 minutes or less. Address, phone numbers, relatives, associates, past phone numbers, past addresses, what cars you own, boats, your fellowship to Harvard. I can find it all with free and cheap tools. So imagine what law enforcement has. Oh my God, I would love to see that. Love to see it. I would love to use some of their tools. They got to be super good. But yeah, this bill, yeah, they need to take this a lot further, and they need to get rid of these stinking data brokers. They are making a profit off of your personal information. And it's just a stalker's paradise. You add an online dating site to that, and oh my God, you are so screwed. People all need to, I hate to say that, you need to do this. Well, it would be a good idea to get one of those, sign up with one of those companies that deletes all of your information from the internet. It's well worth the money, I think. Find a good reputable one. And that takes all of your information out of these data brokers that people that want to cause you harm use to find you. And there's more going on with the data brokers I'm not going to get into right now. Again, another personal situation. But at some point, I'll probably make a video about it just to show you what I'm talking about. And you're going to be gobsmacked. It will make you so disgusted to know what's out there about you and yours. Oh my gosh, yeah. And what these people are doing to you and yours. And you don't even know it sometimes. So, she moved. Good for her. That seems like a really good goal to have. Yes, indeedy. I agree with her closing statement that I'm an entirely different person than what I was when all of this started. What I have been through has changed me in a good way. I love who I am today. I am on top of it, baby. I have never felt so good about me in all of my life, and I've got these clowns to thank for it. I'm not going to throw them a fucking parade or anything. No. But they woke me up, and then they taught me how to spot a scam. That's not too bright, is it? What a bunch of dumbasses. You don't wake somebody up and then show them how you do your shit. That's just not too bright, light bright. It's light bright, bright light. Oh, I crack me up. But she's right. You don't come out the same. And oftentimes, if you change your perspective on it and you educate yourself, you will come out better than you were before. And I bet that just pisses them off to no end. What are you going to do about that? I don't know. Too bad, too bad. I guess they'll just have to call the wambulance. Poor me, poor me, poor me. Because they're always the victim, don't you know? And even this guy, okay, she sent him to prison. You know what he's sitting in there thinking? It's all her fault. It's all her fault. And if he gets out, you know he's going to come after her. He was already stalking her once. And all he's got to do is get on the data broker sites now and find her again. That's how easy it is. He could be at her house within 8 hours of getting out of prison. Depending on where she lives, of course. You know. My assailant, having moved to another state, supposedly, could be at my house from another state within 4 hours on my doorstep. Yeah. Put that in your meth pipe and smoke it, tweaky. So, I hope somebody's learned something from this, maybe how to be a little more vigilant in your online activity, protect yourself, because if nothing else comes from this, I hope to educate people about how to not fall prey to what I fell into. And for God's sakes, women, get off those damn dating sites. It's just a cesspool. You're just swirling around in that toilet waiting to bump up against a turd, and all that's in there is turds. You don't want what's left over, especially at my age. You don't want what's online beyond 30. It's no good. There's a reason they're single at this age, and you don't want it. You're best off to just stay alone and get you some cats. Which, you know, I am so good with me now. It's just, I don't care. I don't care. Doesn't bother me a whit. Don't care. I've got better things to do with my time than to worry about a boyfriend or a partner or a husband or any of that shit. Nah, I got loftier goals. And all that has to be finished before I even consider any kind of relationship. And it won't be online, let me tell you what. So I'm going to have to start going to church more often, huh? Ragnay. Meet some good man there. So anyway, people, wake up. Do your due diligence. Don't get catfished. Don't get love bombed. Don't get hoovered. Don't get into these situations. There's a lot of things you can do to mitigate your chances of ending up where this poor woman ended up and where I ended up. So if you got any questions, please feel free to direct message me. I will not post this stuff publicly, and I will not post names publicly because I ain't stupid. So I can tell my story, and I can share pictures if I want to. I can share videos. In fact, if you want to see some, go head on over to my YouTube channel. You might see a whole lot of good stuff there. Just saying. Have a good day, everybody. Just an addendum to this video. Something I thought of while I was going over it. When you meet people somewhere else, like at Hobby Lobby or wherever, they know you're not home. And if you're one of those people that leaves your door unlocked, well, you're screwed. But either way, they know you're not home. And they know how long it's going to take you to get to where you are. And you're going to wait a half an hour because they're not going to show up. They were never going to show up. Except maybe at your house while you're gone. Because they know how long you're going to wait. Social engineering. They know how long it's going to take you to get home. They know how long they've got at your house while you're not home. And if you're a single person, you really have to be vigilant about this stuff. Because if you don't have a spouse or family, kids, whatever, that are home most of the, somebody's around, they like to prey upon single people because they're the most vulnerable just by their singularity. So, and I am a staunch supporter of guns too. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody should have. No, not everybody. Hey, I'm all for protecting you, your family, and your property. Guns, God, and get off my property. That's what I say.